Jayhawks to inbound the ball to start out of this media timeout. Connor Tehan for three. Yes! Tehan gets 3 points back up on the board for the Jayhawks.
That's 2 threes for Connor Tehan. And that's going to be big down the stretch as well. A guy who didn't really score very much against Missouri in the first contest either.
A 2-point deficit now for the Jayhawks after that long ball from Tehan. Now, pass will be mishandled. Stephen Moore trying to pull it in, but won't be able to. It'll go out of bounds off his fingertips and back to the Jayhawks.
Yeah,
that's the third turnover for Mizzou.
And he was open too, David. Thomas Robinson was playing a little bit lackadaisical defense on him, but he was open. But Jayhawks have a chance to tie up or take the lead here with this possession.
Taylor gets it across the timeline. Now back into Connor Tehan. Now to Thomas Robinson at the elbow on the left side of the court.
Yeah, back to man-to-man for Missouri.
Here's Tyshawn going to drive the left side of the lane. Yes! Tyshawn Taylor for two. Back to a tie game, 27-all with 6:44 left to play in the first half.
And this is when the crowd has to stay into it the whole game, and now it's tied up. It's going to be even louder.
Kim English now with the ball up against Kevin Young. English now going to drive the baseline, tries to throw it up, and it'll go out of bounds off of his fingertips. He tried to throw it up and it actually hit the back of the backboard and bounced back out of bounds. So turnover back to the Jayhawks.
Kevin Young, man, right there again, David, playing solid defense against Kim English. English is definitely a guy who's very quick and can stretch out the defense. Young can play a little bit better defense than most because he's a little bit quicker, a little bit lengthier. So good job from Kevin Young. He's definitely the X factor for the Jayhawks right now.
Kevin Young, the junior transfer out of Paris, California, looking very good defensively so far for the Jayhawks. Here's Elijah Johnson now going to drive right side of the lane, go up for the floater, yes, 4-2. Elijah Johnson puts that one in for 2 points. Now a 2-point lead for the Jayhawks, 29-27. Michael Dixon driving the right side of the lane. Wow, look at that speed from Mike Dixon, unbelievable. Goes up against Robinson and puts that one home for two.
Yeah, it wasn't even the speed, David. It was the fact that he lobbed it up over the defenders.
Now back on the other, and here's Kevin Young going to get it blocked by Ratliff, but a quick foul. Ratliff didn't get all ball. Got a little bit of the arm of Kevin Young, and Young will go to the line for 2 shots.
Kevin Young is going to be the X factor for this game, David. And already, just kind of take a look. I mean, he's playing very well. He has 11 minutes already in this first half. 2 points, 4 rebounds, and he's playing great defense. And he's going to get himself a couple free throws here. So he's doing a very fine job.
So far, the Jayhawks 6 of 8, 75% from the line. First shot up and no good. Just a little bit too hard off the back iron is Kevin Young. Again, Young, the Loyola Marymount transfer. This is his first year at Kansas. One of the first guys off the bench for the Jayhawks. Second shot up and no good as well. Too hard that time. Almost hit the same part of the rim. Now here come the Tigers after the rebound. Michael Dixon, again, that speed and elusiveness gets to the rack and puts that one home for 2.
And how many times are we going back and forth, man? I mean, it's going back and forth, lead, changes, and ties. It's amazing.
Now Robinson spin move at the elbow. Yes on that one. Rattles the shot home. This Thomas Robinson tie game once again, 31-all now with 5.5 left to play.
Those NBA scouts, I guarantee they picked up their pen and wrote something about that one. Thomas Robinson, incredible spin dribble.
Now Michael Dixon now into Denman. Denman 18 points a game. So far tonight, he's got 5. Dixon now right side, spots up for the 3. No, too hard. Rebound, long rebound pulled down by Kim English, and he goes straight back up. No, that time no, and this time rebound pulled down by the Jayhawks. Fast break. Connor Tehan thinks about the 3. No. Now back at Elijah Johnson for 3. No, this time as well. Rebound Ratliff and the Tigers. Michael Dixon now at the point guard position. Kim English now out to flip Pressey. Pressey and Dixon both in there at the same time. Very elusive point guards, both of them. And a quick foul as Pressey's going to drive the lane and be called for the quick foul. The Jayhawks will pull that one up. Elijah Johnson gets that one. Pressey will go to line for a couple shots.
Yeah, it's actually 1-1 here, David.
Okay, yeah.
Missouri just got into the bonus already. As a lot of fouls have been called. They still got another 5 minutes remaining. But here's the difference. Missouri, Phil Pressey especially knows how to go at a certain defender. He goes straight at him. He doesn't try to go around him. And he's doing a great job of getting contact. And that's what makes him different compared to Kansas, who really try to just go around. They don't really try to draw contact.
First shot of the 1-and-1 up and good, so he'll stay at the line for the second. Again, yeah, as Pat mentioned, already in the bonus are the Tigers. A lot of fouls so far tonight. 7 for 7 is Mizzou from the free throw line so far, 100%. And they continue that 8 for 8 now. from the charity stripe. Good free throw shooting so far from the Tigers. We can't stress it enough. An unbelievable charity stripe free throw shooting team. Now here's Tyshawn Taylor on the other end for the Jayhawks from the free throw line. No, too soft. Rebound, though, by Kevin Young. Now into Connor Tehan. Now back to Kevin Young at the baseline. A streaking Thomas Robinson, an offensive foul. And Robinson is not too happy about it. As I don't know if he was inside the circle or not, but nonetheless, it'll go the other way. A turnover, an offensive foul on Robinson.
Good call. And fans may not like it, but he was set. Robinson's going straight down the middle of the lane. Hey, you know, the majority of the time, all you got to do is just stand right there and take it. Robinson's going to go straight through him no matter what. Good call by the referee.
4.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. 33-31. Tigers on top by 2. Flip Pressey now with the ball at the top of the key. Now back out to Kim English. English, the senior, now into Mike Dixon coming off the bench. Again, 13 points a game for Michael Dixon. Now he's looking for a screen. Can't really get it. Does get the pass out to Pressey, though, and he'll rattle home a 3. Flip Pressey, 4-3, and that'll bring a timeout for Kansas. We'll keep it right here as Bill Self calls that timeout. 4:04 left to play here. 36-31, Mizzou lead. You know, coming into this one, I think Kansas, actually the line was about 6.5, 7 points.
They're up. Yep.
Wow, I mean, Mizzou has looked incredible tonight. I thought the big guys, again, Jeff Withy coming off 5 or 6 really, really good games after going over in Columbia against the Tigers the first time, but with foul trouble and also injuries to kind of Jeff Withy back in on the bench now, but saddled with 2 fouls. We'll have to see if he can be more of a factor in the second half.
You know, Jeff Withy, even though he did have a tremendous turnaround, let's talk about Flip Pressey and how big of a turnaround he had. That 3-point shot they just made, the pass, it was 5 games where he went 7 of 11 from 3-point range. Before that, he was shooting really, really bad before those 5 games, and now he just all of a sudden started making that 3 ball, and he's just been lining it up thus far. And I mean, he's a great player, a Bob Cousy Award finalist. He's just a great point guard who can make that 3 ball.
Yeah, the Dallas native, the only sophomore underclassman on this starting lineup. All others are seniors. A very experienced team for Mizzou this year. Kevin Young now with the ball for the Jayhawks after this timeout. Now back out to Tyshawn Taylor, cross court over to Tehan. Tehan up against Dixon, going to drive. Now dishes it back out to Taylor on the right side. Taylor up against Kim English, breaks English's ankles and tries to get the pass to Kevin Young. Can't get it there, picked off. Now it'll be picked out, though, by Relaford. Now long pass. Taylor able to corral it. Frenetic play in that last couple seconds. Now Tyshawn Taylor trying to get it up baseline. Now low pass down to Kevin Young. It'll be blocked by Ratliff. Ratliff says, I don't think so in my lane, and here come the Tigers now with the ball heading right to left across the radio dial. Flip Pressey, as you were talking about that last time out, Matt, he's got the ball right now at the top of the key, guarded against Relaford. Relaford against Pressey, a great matchup there to watch. Pressey now going to go up against Relaford to the left side, dish out to Denman for 3, and it rattles home. Rattles, the key word, as it barely went down, but finally does fall. 3 points. 39-31 lead now for Tigers.
And this is the adversity that Jayhawks need to face right now. Can they step up?
Tyshawn Taylor driving through the lane, and the foul will be called. He'll go to the line for a couple shots, but before he goes to the line to increase the Jayhawk lead, we're going to go ahead and take our last media time out of the half. 2:44 left to play here in this first half. A 39-31 lead for the Mizzou Tigers. You're listening to the Student Home for KU Sports, 90.7 FM, Lawrence.